on K4CO Radio. Good evening. I'm back. That wasn't long. Kevin here, station manager at K4CO Radio. Also joined with Vice President of K4CO Radio, Sarah Duke. Hello.
Hi, good afternoon. I'm good. I'm really glad it's Friday.
Yeah, long weekend.
Yeah, long weekend. I can't wait, which is a little sad, actually, what I'm about to say, because the whole world, I hope, takes Monday off, and that way I can just actually do work. Get work done on Monday.
Yeah.
Like, I plan on coming in and just putting my head down and emailing.
I'm sure it'll be quiet around here, that's for sure.
Yeah, well, I know. It is what it is.
Some go to the beach, some go to the office.
That's okay.
Special guest this evening. Welcome Kyle Asperger, owner of Anarchy For A, marketing coach that helps small business and nonprofits do marketing differently. Let's mention our social media, that whole...
Absolutely.
I don't have that in front of me.
No,
Thank you,
absolutely, of course. So, yeah, I've known Kyle here for a couple months, and he's an amazing guy, very involved in the community, love what he does. For those of you, thank you for tuning in to K4CO Radio on the streaming platform. If you want to send in messages on the app, please do so, but you can also see our beautiful faces live on all of our social media spots and platforms. We are on K4CO Radio on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, and YouTube as well. And this is one you don't want to miss because every single business out there needs help with marketing and branding. That is kind of sales 101, marketing 101. Every company out there needs it. So have an expert that can help you guide you through that. So again, we have Kyle Asperger with Anarchy For A, and his website, if you want to follow along, is anarchyforaday.com, and his cell number, I believe, maybe your phone number, I don't know if this is your cell, 708-601-6968.
Good news, ladies, I'm single too.
Oh, I like it. Move a little bit. I like it. Okay, well, this could be a dating thing too. Okay.
Yes. Okay, by the end of this, let's find me a wife.
Let's find you a wife. Okay. A marketing coach and a husband.
Married within the hour.
Married within the hour? Okay. I like it. I don't know if we could actually do that. Within the hour? That might be a little bit crazy.
Put a little anarchy into it.
Put a little anarchy for it. I do. I love it. So let's start with kind of a little bit about you. I know that the marketing 101 is we all have like sales and marketing in our background. I think we all try to think we know what we're doing, which I don't think any of us really know what we're doing. But I'm curious about your story, your journey, what got you here today.
What fantastic question.
Yes. Where were you born? What's your sign?
Well, Kevin, Sarah.
The women want to know. Since we're going to find you a wife. Ladies, here you go. Yes.
Just everybody here, thank you for having me on.
Yeah, thanks for being here.
Absolutely.
It's a pleasure to be here, and what a way to wrap a Friday night here.
I agree.
Glad to have you.
So, where was I born?
Yes.
Was the initial question.
Sure. Where did you go to school? Where did you
LaGrange,
go?
Illinois.
Okay.
So, I was adopted at birth.
Okay.
And the interesting bit there is that I was actually slated to go with a different family than the one that ended up becoming my parents, Liz and John Asperger. Shout out, Mom, Dad. Love you both.
Nice. It's good to give a little shout out.
Yeah, I wouldn't be here without them.
That's true. We all need a little help in the beginning and through the years.
Love you guys. So that's the cool thing though. Like 2 weeks before I was born, I was supposed to be with a different family. Huh. And then all of a sudden, so my birth mom, Amy, so it's open adoption. I'm in touch with everybody. It's an extraordinary situation, really. The reality is that originally this family I was supposed to go with, they were just like, yeah, we're pregnant all of a sudden.
Oh my gosh.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And Amy, my words, not hers, is like, oh, am I happy for you.
But now
what the fuck do I do? Seriously? So somehow, in a stroke of a miracle, she was connected with my parents within that 2-week time frame, and just fast friends.
Nice.
And then they decided to call me Kyle, which at the time was a novelty that everybody had the same notion of doing.
Okay.
So
Well, the miracle happened,
Yeah.
and you found an amazing family. And did they live in Colorado? So I know you were born in Illinois, but
nope,
how did?
everything's in Chicago. My
Okay.
parents are still out there. So most
Okay.
families Chicago-based, got some in Virginia, some in L.A. You know, you were scattered, but
Okay.
mostly Chicago.
Grew up in Chicago then. Went to school there.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Yes, ma'am. Oh gosh. I just aged a little bit. Oh, okay.
Oh boy.
Ouch.
This is kind of night and day compared to like what we were talking about pre being live.
Oh
to
yeah.
now.
Oh, I agree.
None of which will be spoken about, but
You know, we can go down lots of different rabbit holes.
we can.
Interview's not over yet.
Yes, exactly. So, in regards to marketing, is that what you studied in school? Is that what you were drawn towards?
Studied graphic design because when I was a kiddo, speaking of being drawn toward things, I was drawing on everything. You know, think hot rods with those very stylized like flames.
Oh yeah.
It's a very particular style. As a kiddo, I was drawing those all over my homework, and it got to the point where like this is in grade school. I think it was the art teacher that ended up giving my mom a call, and she said, "Hey, so how are things at home? You like everything okay?" My mom's like, "Well, yeah, we're fine. What's up?" She's like, "Okay, cool. So Kyle's drawing a lot of fire."
Fire.
Fire.
Yeah, and no, there was no real issue. It was just I like drawing fire.
That is actually a pretty funny phone call. He's
So-
drawing a lot of flames and fire.
We
Should
are
we be?
worried.
Is he setting any fire?
Is
Oh,
he an
exactly.
arsonist? Or we were no, just an
Yeah.
anarchist. That's it.
Hence your name. You pulled it right from me. Yeah. I love it. It's exactly where I was going. Okay, so drawing a lot of fire.
So that was
yes.
it. I've always had that creative bent, and maybe you can call it this sort of like a contradictory sort of mindset, which, you know, people that know me would absolutely say that there's I wouldn't say counterculture, but it's just this notion of simply doing opposite in any given scenario. This is we're having any casual conversation as we are now, but in just every instance in life, my brain always presents well, how can I do something really exciting for me personally? But I also want people to like me and to employ me and to speak with me. So I don't do what my brain tells me, and I just kind of tamp that away. But as I've grown through the years, this consideration of, okay, maybe I just have to do without that. Why do I need to tamp that away completely? Why not let some of that in? Because my degree being in graphic design, the suggestion here is that's the simplification of information based on a specific audience. It's the art and science of presenting information. That's it. Now, where marketing comes in is to say that I have learned through the years as a previous marketing agency owner. So the partnerships that I've had, the collaborations, the projects, the clients that we've served, this has shown me the broader umbrella that is marketing and all the aspects, the attributes, the tactics that go into those different conversations. And so this is where that sort of maybe counterculture aspect kind of comes into the frame here a little bit. And, you know, this understanding of, okay, well, I was tamping this down previously. Was that really a good thing? Because if I think about why my friends like me, it's because of the weird shit that I do. Think about it for yourself. Chances are there's some weird shit you do too.
No.
Literally, I hear our videographer laughing in the
Just hear
background
giggles back
because we are the craziest group on planet Earth. And believe me, we've all been through the journey of what the hell
Start a radio station. It'll be great.
in our head. But that's where the beauty lies, you know? And it's at the end of the day, you just wake up and you go, this is who I am. Accept it, love it, hate it. It no longer matters because we all have our stuff.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Whatever your stuff is, as long as no one's getting hurt,
Right.
embrace it. That's the idea. There's so many businesses out there that, marketing itself is it's kind of relating back to graphic design. It's the art and the science of speaking about your business, understanding who you're talking to. Marketing is a one-to-one conversation. So if I'm speaking here with Kevin, then I would need to know Kevin inside and out so that as a business owner, I can connect with Kevin
Right.
deeply, effectively, so that whatever it is that I need out of Kevin, he gives it to me. That's the idea.
Marketing, coercion, it all kind of goes together.
Totally.
Well, you've been in this space for a while. You were with a marketing agency before. How long have you really been in marketing on a professional level?
Well, it was 8 years as an agency owner.
Okay.
Previously. So this is in that 8-9 year zone by now. And there's different ways of thinking about it where, if I think about my career prior to that, where, I was kind of hopping through corporate, ended up at a small design agency, and it had a marketing agency structure to it. So that's what actually threw me into this notion of, okay, well, wouldn't it be kind of rad if I started a marketing agency, which the very first iteration was more so like design, photo, video. And then it grew and expanded into the marketing agency realm, just because typically those who need the branding, the videos, the design elements, they need the data, the analytics, the continued promotion of that. So as far as a package offering goes, it only made sense to build it out from that standpoint.
Right. I love talking to people about marketing and media because, we have some mentors that have been doing this for 4 or 5 decades. And it's really fascinating to talk with them, if they are in print media, especially. If you were back at the Yellow Pages days, things have changed pretty drastically and in a very short period of time.
Yeah.
That's why I asked that question of, you've been in it 8 years, and now with the new introduction of AI, how even we're broadcasting this right now. This type of feature wasn't around, just a few years ago.
Well, this is like long form conversation, organic. None of this is scripted.
Right.
None is scripted. We did go through a couple nuts. No, I'm kidding.
I don't have that here.
Yeah.
Come join us for an interview
Go
on
off script.
K4CO Radio.
Let's just let it
It'll be a
rip.
fun
It's Friday, 5:44 p.m.
Just mic them up and let them
You're
go.
here with K4 Colorado. Boy, I'm already messing this up for you guys.
You're totally great.
So well, I forgot what I was saying.
Well, I'm sorry, I derailed you. The changes,
Well,
so
as far
like
as how
with,
far
with
it's come.
with AI
yes,
and
all the
video and all
platforms.
That's the thing. And so, all right. So shout out mom and dad. Yet again, shout out especially dad here, actually, because, and this is where some of the friction between he and I has very genuinely grown, unfortunately, because he comes from a marketing advertising background. He's an English major, extraordinary copywriter. That trickled down to me. To be able to write is to get thought out in a succinct manner. To be able to, some of the best creative directors out there have that writing background, the storytellers. So the reason I bring him back into conversation here is to suggest, and this is a conversation that's somewhat frequent, is to say, all right, well, he's got maybe a little bit more old school, advertiser's mentality, which is fine. The structure of that conversation is just the same. However, it's this conversation that we're having here. It's the social media, it's the AI, it's all these different components that are ever changing and at that very, very fast changing. And that's where I think there's innate confusion, perhaps, or just a slight disconnect between, if I talk to them about what I'm doing, why I'm doing it, it's just I don't resonate the same way.
I totally understand that. And honestly, it's happened so fast. So I came from a similar background. My mom was a teacher, and my dad started a computer magazine back in '82. And back then, a computer magazine didn't exist. You know, the computers were just kind of getting known a little bit. IBM had been around for maybe 5-6 years at that
So this,
point.
like, what year is this?
82 is when he started his business.
Okay.
In the basement of our home. And he said, I'm delivering all of these honking huge machines for the .com. So this is 2000. So think of where we've come from the .com to now 25 years later, where we have all of what we have.
Yeah.
And so I understand kind of that old school thinking, as you said, it's all that they knew. And so much has advanced really quickly. I mean, in our world, it's like, what do I have to go know today?
Yeah.
To have 20 social media platforms is so overwhelming to me.
Oh, it's wild.
I'm
Don't
like,
do that.
like
Stop.
with Anna.
Put it down. Put it down.
Exactly. Enough is enough. And I was, when we got into this, I'm like, how the holy hell am I going to figure out all these 20 platforms?
You're
Because
fucked. Good luck.
it is a lot. But then they have gaming platforms, and it's what I do enjoy about that is what you were doing is you're like, okay, I have this business. Now how can I do it a little bit differently? And that is sometimes
A lot of bit differently, though.
and I commend you for that, because it's jumping out of the frying pan into the fire and saying, I'm going to take a leap of faith. And we're sitting right now in our leap of faith of saying, we can do this because we're all unique and people want information and figure out a way to do it, which is exactly what you did in your marketing coaching company.
There's just a lot of messaging out there. So whether or not these are competing radio stations to just simply all of the other messages that we're getting from other businesses, from all the streaming platforms, from social media, then you have everybody just exploding your phones through email, text, yada, yada, yada. It's just everywhere. People are chronically distracted.
Yes.
You can read between the lines however you want to there. That's as much as I'm going to say on a recorded line, though.
I don't disagree with you. We are inundated by
Because of that,
information.
we need to account for it. Okay, so how do we account for that? Stand out.
Be unique.
Great. Easier said than done, Kyle. What do you actually do? Apparently, you just use the word anarchy, and that's an exciting way to just scare people.
Which is really cool. For those of you that are listening, go to anarchyforaday.com. Just look at the landing page. It's pretty freaking unique.
But the notion here is, when I allowed anarchy into my own way of thinking, that was to say, okay, well, this marketing agency model, what I was doing for, some number of years prior, as a premium offering, once AI, maybe VAs from the Philippines step into frame, myself and my, partners, we're going to be so heavily undercut that we can't trim enough fat off of our proposal to even play along in that field anymore. Not to mention we didn't have the same name that any of the other big agencies did. So we had numerous different components going against us, and that was just one of the biggest elements that led me to say, this simply is not the right offering for the market. The product, however, was not the issue. In fact, it was the correct answer, because there's a lot of crap out there. And I'm going to say this again, looking into the camera. There's a lot of crap out there.
I love it. Yes.
So, there's a lot of
Okay.
Overwhelming
Okay.
amount
It is overwhelming. Yes.
crap.
So-
There is. We are, to your point, we're inundated all the time. And
But, okay, how do you determine what is crap?
I agree. How do you
When
read
you're
between
faced
the
with a
lines?
salesperson who is incredibly compelling, well,
Right.
that's a problem.
I agree. When someone says go do research, that means a whole new thing now when you go on social media platforms. I hear that most of our youth, that's what I'm going to tailor it to, the
Youths.
20s, the youths. Ooh, nice, Vinny. is the 20-year-olds have come out and they did a poll saying, where are you getting your information on your financial, what to do with your finances? And they said,
Reddit. Sorry,
well,
what?
most are on Facebook.
Oh,
Like, we're
jeez.
getting our information there. And it's not right, wrong, and different. But when someone now says, back in the day, old school thinking, go do research, it meant get your butt in a library
Find
and
the
actually
Encyclopedia
go.
Britannica.
Exactly. Go like find fact.
Yeah.
So now we live in this fact check world. And everything that we're talking about here, just to be fair, is our opinions, our experience.
Of
Here's
course,
what we
yes.
do. So take it with, it's more of an educational tool is how I view it. And everything I read and see, I'm always kind of second guessing it because it's so much for entertainment and you can tweak everything out there. I mean, especially with AI, people are stealing faces and voices and situations, and it's
Yeah.
just, constant.
It's terrifying. Somebody
And
can,
it's really cool.
it's cool, but I mean, I could, doing voiceover on the side, I could essentially sign a contract that says, well, we have the right to recreate your voice using AI. Okay,
Yeah.
great. Now that data is stored, and now somebody could technically hijack that, use it to impersonate me, and bada bing, bada boom.
That happened a few years ago with Scarlett Johansson. That was
Oh,
the
yeah.
first celebrity, as you probably know, that I believe it was the first celebrity lawsuit when someone hijacked her voice.
Yeah.
And it happens, happens all the time.
So
But
it's
with
cool.
that being said, I like that you focused on being unique and standing out. So you're with the marketing agency and something clicked with you saying, number one, I love Anarchy for a Day. Because I want to know what that word actually means to you personally. Anarchy.
Anarchy is quite simply, it's the suggestion that, if everybody goes left, you go right. And that's right where you need to be. So within the world of my own
it.
vernacular, marketing anarchy, that's how you stand out.
Okay.
This notion of think and do different. People have said, "What are you doing marketing? Are you coaching? Are you starting a movement?" And I said, "Yes, I am. Thank you for asking."
I love it. It literally is on your landing page.
Why not?
You're a marketing coach that helps small businesses and nonprofits do marketing differently.
It's that simple.
It kind of is that simple sometimes.
And all we need to do is just allow for a little bit of anarchy into our way of thinking. Sometimes we need a bit of training to get us there, because oftentimes, and I'm exceedingly guilty of this, being so deep in as a business owner, as a previous founder, it's like, well, I can't get my head out of my own, what. So sometimes having somebody to help push us in the right direction, to maybe dig back down to the essence of the business when maybe we've lost our way, maybe the products and services, as they should, are changing and evolving, then, well, how do we make sure that we're sticking to the roots of the business? That's
Right.
marketing.
Right.
The way that you talk about it, the way that they talk about it broadly. This is your community, donors, customers, it doesn't matter who, your parents, anybody.
Yeah, it's interesting. You made me think about the E-Myth. I don't know if you've read that book. It's about being an entrepreneur. And I'm a bit of a serial entrepreneur. I love starting businesses, and I think I can do it all.
Well, starting and supporting too, I've seen what you do.
But I can't do it at all. No one can do it all. I have strengths and weaknesses just like everyone else. And he's
Smoke on the water.
smoke on the water. I love it. You have a good. Just hire him to come hang out. Like Kyle, I would hire you just to come hang out with me and make me laugh. So you do both. You do marketing and coaching.
It's one.
Okay.
Marketing coaching is the one singular thing, because the honest answer is I don't want to be a marketing practitioner anymore.
Okay.
I will if I'm called upon to do it, because I have trustworthy individuals that won't screw you like many other marketers will.
Right.
Because those very compelling salespeople that I mentioned previously, that's the issue. They'll say, we have the answer for you. But if you're a business owner that doesn't fluently speak the language of marketing, then you might think, okay, well, I've seen that work for other people. So
Right.
by virtue of that, well, it should work for me too,
Yeah.
right?
So, well, tell us the marketing coaching, how you've combined that. What does it look like? Individual. I know you do groups. Explain. Enlighten. Enlighten all of our engaged listeners that want to know about Anarchy for a Day, because they're sick of the crap.
It can, well, anarchy for a day or a couple days. It just depends on how long you want to tolerate me for.
I know our listeners can't hear it, but our studio is cracking up. It's really, this is fun.
Yeah, so the short answer is maybe about an hour and a half at a time. You'll want to max out on that, trust me. My therapist would recommend that. All of this actually began, by the way, because, all right, so I scrapped the marketing agency. The kicker for me was I just wasn't making enough money. Again, it wasn't the right product. So I engaged a career coach for myself, Elisa Dibble. And the very first conversation I had with her, she says, I could actually see you as a coach. And I said, well, Elisa, that's incredibly high compliment. Thank you. But if we could just keep the focus here on the resume, that'd be ideal, because I need a full-time job. And it was conveniently right around that time, too, that the Colorado Nonprofit Association invited myself and a colleague to build out a single-day in-person boot camp to educate their community on marketing and fundraising. So now we have this coincidence, happenstance, where, all right, I see you as a coach. All of a sudden I'm building out course materials. So this suggestion of coaching and marketing now became much more formalized. So Anarchy for a Day is quite simply a single day where I try to implant as much of my knowledge base into the minds that are sitting with me, which are hopefully the leaders, director level individuals, marketers, salespeople, anybody speaking on behalf of businesses or nonprofits. The idea being there's a pre-prescribed list of things that we can go through. This is everything under the umbrella that is digital marketing. So, we start with mission, vision, values, then we go to brand messaging, how it's spoken, how it's written, how it is visualized. All considerations, and through each of these elements, the teaching component is to say, okay, how do you think about this from an expert marketer's standpoint? Because you yourselves may have severe expertise in whatever it is that you're really good at. But thinking about it from a communications engineering standpoint, that's a different concept. So then we speak about the business resume. That is the website. If you don't have a good website, ooh, you best be fixing that right now. It's that simple. People will write you off like that.
Yeah.
If you're talking the wrong lingo, I switched my market to nonprofits back in my agency days. And there was a moment with one specific individual, no names, but I referred to a donor as an investor. One moment. This individual doesn't speak with me because in that moment I was claiming to be an expert and I failed to use the lingo properly. So it's as simple as you need to use the right lingo.
Right.
You got to be careful about that. So
you approach your coaching from more of a communicative ideas, not necessarily coming in and telling them or teaching them how to market on social platforms or anything like that. It's mostly, as you said, the lingo, teaching these companies or nonprofits how to communicate with the customer, with each other, or I'm not finding the right word here.
Sorry.
But as far as is that the approach? As far as like teaching to communicate, as opposed to you need to slap your logo on Instagram and stuff like that. More of a brand.
Oh boy,
Oh, we're all good.
Things are falling apart.
they just
out there.
fired the intern over there. That's not good. Oh boy. Well, that's the thing. We got K4 Colorado Radio. This logo has been readily evident throughout this. You get the logo here. It's communication, visual, mind you, but that's what marketing is. It's all communication. So, end of day, the way that the internal team is speaking about this is absolutely critical. Has to be congruent through every single person on the team. If it's nonprofit, pull the donors in, pull the volunteers in, pull your board members in. My God, pull those board members in. Everybody has to be talking about this the same way. Because that's inevitably how that message is going to get out there, whether through social, whether through word of mouth, through anything written through that website. So it is communication. So understanding structurally how to communicate, the framework, the architecture, the way to think, that fundraising and marketing boot camp that I spoke about briefly. At one point, I remember I said the difference between what Leah is speaking about fundraising and what I'm speaking about is word count. Fundraising, think about the case statements, building out communications, rendering it for essentially, foundations, grantors, individuals that are on the fund giving side. There's a very specific way of building out those types of communications that I'm not even wired to do. I defer to her and others for that specific sort of, structure. But that's the thing. That structure, that's the base foundation. If you have the case statement, then fantastic. You can pull your marketing communications out of it. It's just a simplified iteration. Billboards. If you go beyond any, 7 words, people are flying by 65, 80 miles an hour.
Yeah,
I
you're
agree.
gonna lose them.
Simplify
read
it.
Yeah.
I agree.
That's it. So marketing, you need to consider the platform. You need to consider who you're talking to. And you need to know that individual very well. But you also need to have a very thorough understanding of your own brand, the essence of it, the mission, the vision, values. But a lot of people will think, okay, well, I don't have any time. Why would I bring more homework into the already timelessness that is my day-to-day? Okay, well, that's where AI comes in. Use it. Save time. Figure out how to work that into your sort of situation. Because if I'm doing small biz, small nonprofit, okay, great. By nature of being, these people don't have time.
Right.
So if you don't have time, you better be shooting at the right targets and you better be using the right ammo.
Oh, I like that. It's so true. What is most cost effective long term?
That's it.
Because if you're burning the wheels now, I completely agree. I like that you said keep it simple. And sometimes I get really wordy. I write something on the website. I'm like, oh my God, this is now 5 paragraphs. People are going to scroll, and they aren't going to get the gist. And I also like that you were telling, and what's the right word? You're telling people to have the right consistent messaging. So like for your example, everyone needs to be speaking about Anarchy for a Day the right way. Have the right messaging. I was a dog trainer for 13 years.
Did
And
not know that.
I'm a jack of all trades.
I like it.
I never trained a dog. I always trained the people. Every single time. They said, my dog is so confused. I'm like, you're telling the dog to sit and you don't care if the dog sits. You are not communicating to this dog what you actually want them to do. And it's very confusing to the dog in this situation or to the public. What does your brand represent? What are you trying to say? And sometimes this is where your knowledge is so valuable. So we think we're actually portraying this. And you're like, that's actually not what you're saying at all.
Yeah.
Here's your verbiage, and everything you just told me is not what is actual the reality. or it will get me to feel something like McDonald's. It's like, oh yeah, I am hungry when you
Yeah.
see those golden arches. So if you're evoking something to make someone go do something,
It's a consistent feeling.
that's exactly.
How do you achieve that?
Yeah.
You talk about it the same way every time.
Every single time. I like the little twang you're getting over there. You're from Chicago. You're not from the deep
boy, I can
south.
be from wherever I like to be.
Oh, we're going to get weird. Okay.
I am
okay.
tired on a Friday night.
Yes,
I
I
think we're all a little
appreciate. I know.
punchy
I think
tonight.
we're all a little loopy. Yes. Well, that's cool. So you have a full day of Anarchy Boot Camp. I do love the
Yes.
name. It's very cool. And sometimes it could be multiple days.
And you also have
yeah.
like a 1 hour virtual sessions.
Which
well.
is just a more classical, because the single day to a couple days of anarchy is the pre-prescribed menu. Now, if you don't want to do the menu, we can say here's the buffet.
The buffet or a la
Let's
carte.
pick whatever food groups you want, and then we can focus right on those little babies. What that means is you have products, you have services, and you have people, you have customers, whether they're businesses or individuals, whatever that may be. We need to figure out what's going to push the business forward,
Right.
and then we focus on that. Because again, if you're pew, 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 shooting at targets,
Right.
don't waste your time on the crap that's not doing anything.
For sure. I think a lot of us do, especially in the beginning. You throw something at the wall and see what sticks.
Yeah. And that's, if an individual comes to me and says, well, Kyle, I spent $110,000 on a marketing campaign, didn't get me one new client. The more I'm telling that story, dude, there are hands shooting up every single day, just like, oh my God, I spent marketing and
Yeah.
money in marketing and it didn't get me anything. I don't know what they were looking for, but they didn't get it in their minds.
Yeah.
So, it's a stark reality that we have these compelling salespeople. They make it sound really good.
It's
They
so
get you hungry.
it's so shiny.
It's so shiny.
It's so pretty.
Yeah, we just
I
washed all
wanna-
these blueberries for you. They're ready.
I want to touch it. I want to feel it. I want to play with it.
All right.
I'm uncomfortable. I need to go home. Excuse me. I need an adult.
Oh, man.
This is the PG version, boys. It's a good salesperson that makes me feel like all giddy inside, and the child
Well,
comes out.
salespeople are, I have to sell. That's what this entire process is.
Yes.
Mom and Dad, I'm selling. Be proud of me, please.
What's a common mistake in marketing? What is a common mistake a lot of small businesses?
It's I'm put 100+ hours into my website. I'm ready to market the heck out of this thing. That right there, that's a mistake. Just because somebody put time in does not mean that they are ready. Again, the lens that you look through it, that's the most important part. Is it marketable? Just because you're something like an expert at whatever you're good at, again, it doesn't mean that you have composed a narrative that will resonate
Yeah.
with the individuals that you need it to, nor will it educate the individuals. Perhaps you're over-educating too. Some people are too verbose on occasion. So that's a concern. Like I said, we're inundated with all this messaging from all these different channels. Stop being verbose. Be verbose for the right people.
I agree. Know
Again,
your audience.
know your audience.
Yeah.
It's one of those things where, this is something that I, speak about in the coaching process, is to say, the website has to be succinct. Has to be. Put
Right.
some big, pretty statistics on there, but also put a doorway on there. And that doorway can be that doorway to say, if you really want more information, if you're one of those hardcore nerds, you can go in there,
Yeah.
play around a little bit, just clean up when you're done. That's the consideration.
Right.
You need to be able to cater to those different people, but make the overall experience at face value
Right.
very accessible for the right people that you need.
I totally agree. Is it the 60,000 foot view, the 30,000, or are you going to get granular?
Yeah.
I'm in the nonprofit world and it's on the research side. And sometimes I'm lost immediately because I'm like, I'm not in the doctor research world. So I'm like, nope, keep it at the 30,000 foot view.
Yeah.
And so again, it's know your audience and I think on the technical side, people can get really into the weeds really quick. And again, I am one of those non-tech people at all. So I'm like, nope, just give me 3 buttons that I need to push and I'll be all set. Because otherwise my brain goes, I have no idea what to do.
Heck, if you can get it down to 1 button.
Oh, that'd be so nice.
Then we'll talk.
Everyone has their 1 button.
Oh.
The on-off switch. That's all I was going on with. Yeah.
Sure, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Find the 1 button. Make it efficient and make it really to the point.
Yeah.
As much as you can.
You
Here's
need
what I
people
do.
to make a choice on your
Yes.
behalf, whatever that is.
Yeah.
So ask them for it.
Would you say when people are coming to you saying, Kyle, I have this problem, is it all over the board? Is it like, hey, I need help with my website, or hey, I need help with my logo, or I need help with language when we're going out into the world?
Well, it's kind of all the above. Everything kind of falls into that same bucket. From a coaching perspective, it would behoove these teams or individuals to say, all right, well, we should consider the whole. If it's, a budgetary concern, okay, then focus on certain elements, whatever those most important things are. And sometimes if you focus on one singular element in a very thorough manner so that we speak about messaging and then talk about the higher level strategy, the tactics that we need to use to employ, X, Y, and Z things, then, what we've done is we've kind of built a blueprint that you can copy and paste in different factions, all that trickle back to the umbrella of marketing. A lot of time it is just like, dude, we are so frustrated with marketing.
Yeah.
And
Come help us. Yeah.
I'll say, okay, I have my marketer folks that I trust implicitly. I've had the pleasure of working with them multiple times. It ain't work. Actually, most times that I'm in conversation with my people, we're like, dude, I'm so freaking happy to be working again with you.
Yeah.
It's just like, I compare it to whatever you want to, but it ain't work anymore. If you're actually collaborating with the right people, and those are the individuals that I collaborate very deeply with.
Yeah, it's very relationship driven. Well, I wanted to get back onto your website. For those of you just tuning in, we have Kyle here in studio with anarchyforaday.com. Go check him out, Anarchy for a Day. And I mean, this is kind of what we're talking about. So for those of you that own a small to medium-sized business, a nonprofit, if you need help with any sort of marketing, branding, on your landing page, you have more time back for the team, which is really important. I mean, if you're relationship driven, which if you guys aren't, please work on relationships and communication. It's so key with every relationship across the board. Increase your revenue, higher brand recognition, boost in customer loyalty, better employee engagement. Who doesn't want people to be, there all the time? And improved market position. I mean, it's a competitive world out there. So, I mean, all of those things everyone should want.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
I hate to say it, it is all of that.
and I love, okay, I didn't actually even read this, and it's right along with what I was just saying. Kyle Asperger is a marketing veteran focused on designing really, really, really good communications. I think you emphasized really. It's awesome. I said 3 times.
That
That's
was
really freaking important. Good communications across the board in business and personal relationships and family relationships. I know I'm on my soapbox, but I don't care. It is so vital to have direct and respectful communication when you can.
Look at you bringing family values in.
Well, I say it sometimes to hear myself say it too. Because it's something that I have to work on too, right? To say, here's what I want, here's what I need. I need to go tell the person this and move forward.
Yeah.
And we live in a world today where things just get so coded, or you gave me this look and I thought it meant this. I'm like, dude, no. Communicate, and that is your brand. That's your logo. That's your company. This is how you're representing yourself in the world. And a lot of times, I'll use myself as an example. I don't know how I'm presenting myself to the world until the next day when someone says, this is actually how we observed you. I'm like, interesting. Tell me more. Like the good, bad, and the ugly. So we can move forward as business people, individuals. And it's relationships everywhere. When you're walking into a grocery store, it's still a relationship when you're talking to someone.
Mm-hmm.
So
You should see me in the gym. Boy, am I welcoming to everybody else.
Oh, that's a little creepy.
In other words, I'm not at all. I have the biggest, like, RBF.
Oh, are you?
Oh, totally.
You're like that guy that's like, can I wipe it down for you?
Oh, God. Excuse me.
Are you done with your squats?
Incredible form. Love it.
Still communication. I'm just
I
saying.
took a
I
video
would hire
of
him
you.
to.
I can send it to you if you'd like.
I've been back here in the corner videoing you.
Yeah.
I love it. Cool.
I'm sure you have a social media following.
Again, you're communicating. It still might be a little creepy.
Yeah, you
but-
fit-fluencer, you.
Ooh, fit influencer. Someone's going to grab that and they better tag you on this. Oh, God, I love it. Well, okay. You are a joy. I would hire you just to hang out with you for a day because you'd make me laugh. And
Well,
that would decrease some stress. So that would be good.
like I said, I'm single. So.
Okay, so Kyle Asperger, 708-601-6968. He is single.
Pay him to hang out.
And
it's
pay him to hang out.
Factually accurate.
Yeah, he's a great guy. He's a business owner. He's unique, individual.
Unique.
That is a huge like positive attribute. I don't hang out with boring people.
All right, right on.
No, I'm done within 20 minutes. I'm like, I have nothing to say to you.
I agree.
Yeah, I'm like, be unique in a world today when everything else is
Stand out.
Exactly. Stand
Somehow.
out. Totally agree. Well, there was so much to uncover. Is there anything that you wanted to make sure that the listeners and viewers knew about? About Anarchy for a Day, about you, that again makes you unique?
Well, no, I mean, I appreciate all the questions. The honest answer, I think we've talked through quite a bit. I hate being overly salesy.
Are there certain businesses or industries that you really like working with or love working with?
Well, I mean, just by nature of the service offered, it really needs to be a smaller team.
Yeah, okay.
Once we get to, like, I'm great for other fellow marketers. You know, I've had feedback forms that said, like, dude, our marketer needs to hear what you have to say. Which, to me, that's a good compliment right there.
Yeah.
So, at a certain level, once you get to maybe a marketing department, okay, can't say I'm going to have too terribly much impact at that, juncture. But, for the different teams, I can give you two different sort of sides to it to say, like, all right, current coaching client, they're a development officer at a great local nonprofit. On the side, they're building out this e-commerce business. So the coaching practice, we're focused on the e-com. I'm operating as this strategist to help sort of, pinpoint. This is an individual who's got a full-time job and very little time to actually build this business. So, all right, if we're imparting what little time we have, let's use it. And then also just be a cheerleader. Just like, hell yeah, keep going.
Nice. But when you said small to medium-sized business, I'm curious, or teams.
So that's on the small.
Okay.
On the other side, for more established businesses, teams, nonprofits, if the business itself is going through changes, so if there's a new product or new service being launched, business has to flex with the times. New products are coming out every single day. Half of them are fucking AI. Remember to be nice to your AI.
Your AI assistant has feelings too.
Sorry, I know.
And talk about ghosting. Siri hates me. It's so fun.
Oh, I don't even get me. Okay,
so new products coming out. Yes,
new products, new services. This is the consideration that's marketing again. Mm-hmm. Okay, we're launching something under the existing umbrella for the company. So how do we brand this? How do we make this specific product stand out?
Right.
I'm not saying you need anarchy, but maybe just allow for it to, enter into that space.
For sure.
Because planning for that, launching new products, rebranding organizations, let alone existing organizations, are you kidding me? That is such a pain in the butt process to go through. Mm-hmm. And the amount of consistent communication that, like, I still have formerly Studio 301 on my website because, I was operating for that number of years. So
Yeah.
I need something to show it's still the same cat,
Right.
still the same Asperger that you dealt with and hopefully loved previously. But, this time it's just a slightly different brand, but the messaging is very different. The operation is different.
Right.
So it's when these businesses are going through these periods of change and flux that, it's really worthwhile to bring the strategy, the coaching in there to, heck, even if you're in contact with another marketing team currently and you're considering bringing these operations in-house. Okay, then there's the consideration of what resources do you have available? Who do you have in office on the team now that might be useful, able.
Able.
622
You're good.
on a Friday.
You're great.
Able. I gotta go, guys. Bye.
Not yet.
And that'll do it.
So that's the thing. It's resource management. It's understanding what actually has to be done if we are bringing marketing in-house. What does this mean
Right.
for us? And what's our budget? How does this play into this conversation? So that's where the strategy, the planning, the Anarchy for a Day guy can come in and provide a little bit of value in the form of direction.
I love it. One other quick question I had.
No more questions.
I know it's our last one. I promise. You're on my list.
I like it.
I didn't punch you. I
Yet.
mean, we still have time.
Well, I don't know how long.
I
this
mean,
thing
if
goes,
someone wants to see me punch him, if you message the station in the next 6 minutes, I can see what I can do.
The goal is to. Never mind.
Yeah. It is marketing 101. Yeah, we'll see. If someone messages the station
We're
saying,
aiming for virality here.
I think we can make it happen.
Good news is I have that Kirkland signature canned chunk chicken.
Yeah, what's with the chicken?
Dude, I was hungry, bruh.
Well, I thought it was like your thing because you
It
got
is on the website.
You're eating it on the website.
That
and
is
you
an
walked in-
unpaid
you
promo
walked in
right
with
there.
You do? Yeah. Okay. So for
Protein,
those,
you gotta feel the fun.
that's true. I mean, I eat a lot of peanut butter. I outed myself.
There you go.
And Lucky
Jif,
Charms. Lucky
not
Charms
Skippy.
and Jif. Yep. No, I will not
Lucky
eat
Charms,
Skippy.
I can't vouch for that one.
Yeah.
That is,
Everyone else hates it. It's great.
It's grotesque.
Thank you. It's more for me. I
You're
love
a
it.
monster.
I am a monster. You have no idea. Okay. One other question. You are obviously here in Colorado. So for those that are listening that have the small to medium sized business going, oh my gosh, we're rebranding. We're bringing out this new product. What areas can you physically cover? Because I know you do a little bit of virtual stuff. But if
I can do virtual.
Okay.
I love in person when opportunity
prefer
comes. So
that?
anything, Colorado, obviously, absolutely.
Okay.
But nationally, too.
Okay.
Let's go.
I love it. Well, you're streaming, so you don't know where you might get a call from Idaho. We have a whole bunch of people listening in Idaho.
Love
So
it.
just
All right.
awesome.
Hell yeah,
so, Yeah, hell yeah, Idaho. Thanks for tuning in, man.
Yeah, nice to have you here.
It's nice to have you here,
How's the
Idaho.
weather out there?
How is the weather? Man, it's beautiful here. How is it in Idaho? Lazy.
I think it's
Hang
pretty
out.
similar to
Oh, is it? Cool.
Colorado.
Cool.
Yeah, okay.
It's nice. Okay, so you will travel national here
Absolutely,
in
yeah.
Colorado and a virtual option too.
Yeah.
For all of your marketing needs. I need an
So I
Anarchy
can
boot
kick
camp.
them in the U's in person. That's the idea.
Okay, sounds good. Yeah, if anyone, nobody's messaged the station yet. No one wants to see me punch you in the.
Fine.
Thank God. I would feel really bad. I've actually never done that to someone that I'm aware of. My 20s were what they were, so something could have happened. So, yeah, I'm just saying. I'll leave you alone.
Just remember your electrolytes after evenings like that.
Oh, for sure. Oh, those days are behind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a message for all the Idahoans.
Idahoans. I like it.
Is that the term?
I don't know. Probably.
Idahoan.
I don't know. That's a good question. Our Idaho listeners.
Idaho's. That's probably not correct.
Okay.
Let's go to the phones.
I'm telling you, this is Friday evening
Oh, they're
at
lighting up
K4CO
now.
Radio. Gotta love it. Kyle, thank you for coming in.
Sarah, Kevin.
Thank you very
both.
much.
Yeah,
That
of
was,
course.
Interesting.
Yes. For those of you just tuning in, this video will be still live on Facebook for the next month and YouTube forever. So you can always watch it. over and over and over again. So if you need a little like, what did he say about branding? And when you forget, then you just have to call Kyle. And if you want a date, for all of those single ladies out there that want to have anarchy for a day, I mean, I'm just throwing it out there.
Or a couple days.
Or or a couple days. Wow. Maybe even a week. You got to sell yourself a little better there, Kyle.
I'm a really good cook.
Believe me, that's
Reference
important.
the Costco canned chunk
chicken.
chicken.
I love it. And I like Lucky Charms. See, so girls, if you like chicken and you like anarchy, here you go.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we have had Kyle Asperger in for Anarchy for a Day. Again, the website is anarchyforaday.com. And you can call Kyle at 708-601-6968. And again, you can watch the whole thing on Facebook all over and over again. You're going to go to sleep with this tonight and just laugh your butt off. Yeah. It's entertainment.
Warms the soul.
It does. It's so shiny and playing. Yeah. I just want to rub it and touch it. I love it. All
No
right,
idea
Kevin.
what just happened.
Kevin, come on. You got to wrap this up for us.
All right, Kyle,
Bring
thanks
us
for being
home,
here.
Kevin.
Matt, you're always welcome back too. Yeah,
He's going to avoid us like the Black Plague. I know.
maybe not. Let's just leave it at this.
You are welcome to come back.
You're always
of
welcome
course.
back, Kyle.
Thank you. It is a nice.
We're a little nutty. Yes.
I feel like I paid you to say that, but I appreciate that.
No, we definitely appreciate it. All jokes aside.
Completely.
Again, Kyle Asperger, Anarchy for a Day. You can find him at anarchyforaday.com. 708-601-6968. Happy Memorial Day. Enjoy the long weekend if you are taking it. Yes? No?
Oh, me? No. Sorry. Holidays are you kidding
No.
me? I'm
Just gonna
exhausted.
Stick to creeping around the gym.
I love it.
I
Hey,
gotta go.
I've been filming you doing your squats.
How much you
Yeah.
bench? All right. Let's get out of here. What do you think?
I think so. Yeah, tonight we have another full hour of just Colorado music.
That's right. Coming up at 7. Colorado only a full hour. And then coming up at 9 p.m. I'll say it, kind of vague radio with Andrew and Rob. And then we are back at it next week. But let's just get through the weekend first. What do you think?
Agreed.
All right. Have a wonderful Memorial Day weekend. Thanks for listening and being a part of K4CO. Now beat it, clowns.